Wall on PATV. Tonight, we'll be dazzled by the musical stylings of Anthony Wills Jr. and by the comedic prowess of Tom Padovano. And now, here's your host, Peter Coleman.
Oh, stop it! Hello, and welcome everybody to a very special episode of The Brick Wall. Why is it so special, you may ask? Because you're watching it, and darn it, you're special. Now, if this is your first time watching The Brick Wall, you are in for a treat, because what we've got right here is PATV's very own open mic variety show. And if it turns out afterwards that you liked it so much that you've just got to get in on the action, you can email us at patvbrickwall@gmail.com. Tell us about yourself and what kind of act you've got, and we will get you up here and help you find your very own spotlight. And even if you're camera shy, you can still follow us on Instagram and Twitter at PATVbrickwall, and like PATV Long Island on Facebook to keep up to date with the show until you work up enough courage to come on up here and dance your little heart out. Oh, we're going to have a great time tonight. We're going to have some stand-up comedy from Tom Padovano, but first, we've got Anthony Wills Jr. performing selections from Artistic Pride Productions' Jacques Brel is Alive and Well. And he's brought a whole bevy of instruments to help him do it. Woo! Woo!
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
We found love, you and I.
Boom, boom.
It's a new game to play.
Boom, boom.
Then we tell our first lie
boom.
and see love go
Boom, boom.
away.
Boom,
And we
boom.
find we're
Boom, boom.
alone.
Boom, boom.
Ba, ba, ba.
Boom, boom.
Ba, ba, ba. Reach
Boom,
on you and
boom.
I. Ba, ba, ba. We don't need love at all. We need speed, we need
Boom,
thrill.
boom.
Then we stumble
Boom,
and
boom.
fall. And we
Boom, boom.
find
Boom,
we're
boom.
alone.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
We are
Boom, boom.
moral, you and I.
Boom, boom.
We fight for what's right. We
Boom, boom.
conquer all evil by dawn's early light. What we find
Boom, boom.
we're lucky, you and I. We're safe and secure. But in the banks and the church, we can never be sure. And we find we're alone. We are old, you and I. We reach for the sun. In the dreams that we dream, we ask, what have we done? And we find we're alive. We're alive. We're alive. We're alive. We're But if someday I should become a singer with the Spanish drum, I'd sing for women of great virtue. I'd sing for them on my guitar. I borrow from a whiskey bar with virtue, don't know. name would be Antonio, and I would burn all my bridges, and I would teach them that if I gave them something, I'd expect something in return. I'd have to get drunk every night to talk about virility with some old grandmother who might be decked out like a Christmas tree. And though I'd be drunk as I can be, though pink elephants I would see, I'd still sing the song they sang to me about the time they called me Jackie. If I could be for only an hour, if I could be for an hour every day, if I could be for just one little hour, cute in a stupid ass way. Now, if I should join the social world and became peculiar of young girls, yes, I would have my own bordello. And my records would be #1. See, I would have records by the ton, all sang by many other fellows. My name would be Jackie, and every country would be ruled by me. I'd have a finger in every country, and every country would be following me. But I still know exactly where I'd be. I'd want to be back in my opium den, surrounded by only foreign men that sing the song that they sang then about the time they called me Jackie. If I could be for just an hour, if I could be for an hour every day, if I could be for just one little hour cute in a stupid ass way. Now tell me, wouldn't it be nice if one day in paradise I sang for all the ladies up there? And they would sing along with me. They'd be so happy there to be, 'cause down below it's really nowhere. My name would then be Jupiter, and I would know where I was going. I would become all-knowing with the beard all long and flowing. And if I went deaf, dumb, and blind because I pitied all mankind and did my best to make things right, I know that every single night when my angelic work was through, the angels and the devil too would sing the song they sang to me about the time they called me Jackie. If I could be for only an hour, if I could be for just 1 hour every day, if I could be for one little cute in a stupid ass way. Yeah.
So this play really celebrates the beauty of simple music. So every song is accompanied by acoustic instruments, and there's a lot of a cappella numbers, a lot of spoken word too. And this is another one that's one of my favorites.
Old folks don't talk much, and they talk so very softly when they do. Their illusions are gone. They're rich, they are poor. They have one heart for two. And their houses smell of time, or sometimes an old photograph, maybe an old-fashioned song. But no matter where you live, it's always much too far away hanging on the wall. It tick-tocks so slow. It says yes, it says no. It says, oh, wait for you. The old folks don't move much. Their worlds become so small that their bodies, they feel like land. They might sit in a chair, they might just stare at a window, or they might just stay home in bed. And if they do go out, they're walking arm in arm, arm in arm, arm in arm, into the morning chill, to have a good cry, or to say one last goodbye to one who's older still. And then they return to the silver clock that is hanging on the wall. It tick-tocks so slow. It says yes, it says no. It says I will wait for you. See, the old folks, they never die. They just put down their heads and go to sleep one day. They hold each other's hands like children in the dark, but one gets lost anyway, and the other will remain holding on to a memory that's long gone. It doesn't matter now, the dream is faded away, though it echoes all around. You'll see them as they walk through the sunlit park, where children run and children play. But it hurts too much to laugh, it hurts too much to cry, it hurts too much, but love goes on another day until they return to the silver clock that's been hanging on the wall. It tick-tocks so slow. It says yes, it says no, it says I will wait for you. The old silver clock that's hanging on the wall, it waits. It waits for us all. Oh, that old silver clock that's hanging on the wall. It waits for us all. We were two friends in love for 99. The empty streets were cold and sleeping in love. daddy. I sing so many songs for Fanette. That day. She was so beautiful and not at all in love. She was their only saying, as gold as she was brown. And when I held her hand, I held the world around. I was so crazy then, I thought that it could be. I thought that I was hers. I believed she was for me. But no, we never learned. Till it's too late. We were two friends in love, Fanette and I. The empty beach was warm, deceitful angel love. And if you ask the waves, they would surely say, I stopped singing my songs for that, oh, that day. I saw, yes I did, I saw them hand in hand, enfolded by the sea. They looked so much in love, they never looked at me. They saw me and they laughed. They sang a little song, I cursed the summer sky. I wish that I could say, I swam so far that day, I swam so far away, that I won't ever have to see them now. But no, we never learn. Maybe we should talk about something else. Maybe not. See, we were never really friends in love. Fanette and I don't get to the beach, but the streets, they're so hard. It's so hot and sweaty in July. But when the streets are cold, I swear I hear it yet. I hear a little sound. I know I can hear. Somewhere out there is my Fanette.
Marique, je t'aimais tant entre les tours de Bruges et Gand. Aïe, Marique, Marique, il y a longtemps, entre les tours de Bruges et Gand. Zonderliefde, warme liefde, weide Winde, stammelwind. Zonderliefde, warme liefde, wende zee, de grijze zee. Zonderliefde, warme liefde, lijkt dit liegt, het donker liegt. En zut het zand over mijn land, mijn platteland, mijn wonderland. Aïe, Marieke, Marieke, le ciel flamand, couleur des tours de Bruges et Gand. Aïe, Marieke, Marieke, le ciel flamand, pleure avec moi de Bruges et Gand. Pleure avec moi de Bruges à Gand. Zonderliefde, warme liefde, weide wind. C'est fini. Zonderliefde, warme liefde, weide wind. Déjà fini. Zonderliefde, warme liefde, over mijn land. Mijn platteland, mijn vaderland. Mijn platteland, mijn wonderland. Aïe, Marieke, Marieke, le ciel flamand, pesait-il trop de Bruges à Gand? Aïe, Marieke, Marieke, sur tes 20 ans, que j'aimais tant, de Bruges à Gand. Zonderliefde, warme liefde, weide winde, stammelwind. Zonderliefde, warme liefde, wende zee, de grijze zee. Zonderliefde, warme liefde, weide winde,
It covers me, and then the end. It is my fatherland, my fatherland, my fatherland. Oh, Marieke, Marieke, rewind the time when you were mine, from Bruges to gold. Oh, Marieke, Marieke, rewind the time when you were mine, from Bruges to gold. Zonderliefde, wonderliefde. Hey, Marieke, Marieke. Rewind the time when you were made from Bruges to Gand. Ce soir, c'est vrai. Du son en dessous de Bruges et Gand. Hey, Marieke, Marieke. Tout. Rewind the time from Bruges to Gand. From Bruges to Gand, from Bruges to Gand.
Anthony Wills Jr. Hot damn, man. That was awesome. Put her there.
Hello, Mr. Coleman.
Hello, Mr. Wills. It's very nice to see you. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Is this the right one? We good there? All right. Can we, oh, there we go. Hey, so what's up, pal?
Hello.
Let me ask you a question. Who was Jacques Brel?
Well, Jacques Brel is he was a singer-songwriter. Started in the 50s, but was popular through the 60s also, and he's been covered by all kinds of musicians from Nina Simone to Celine Dion.
Where is he from?
Belgium.
Belgium.
And, most
You were
of his
singing
music
about
was
Bruges.
recorded in French.
And they just so those were all translated from French.
Yeah, they're translated.
Really well
the
translated.
songs were put together in a review in the 80s, which was off Broadway. Actually, the first one was in the 70s, but it's actually the review has been off Broadway a few times with notable productions.
And so the production that you're working on right now, Jacques Brel is Alive and Well, it's not just a review.
It in some ways it is a review, but it's a little bit more than that too.
It's not your average jukebox musical.
Oh no, it's not. It's not. We've made all the songs our own, and it's kind of an ever-changing, evolving beast too. We have guest artists that come in every week, and we're constantly playing around with the music because with this production, it's very important that it is about being live and being in the moment and having the audience being involved and a part of something that can only really happen one time.
So how many people have collaborated on this project with you?
The core company is 3 artists. 2 are singers. 1 is actually a visual artist, Christo Pratt, and
You guys got
Judith
Chris
Riley.
Pratt?
Not that Chris Pratt.
Oh, okay.
And Judith Riley.
I'm sure your Chris
that's
Pratt's
a core
cool, too.
ensemble. But then we have a plethora of guest artists that come in. Some of them more than others. Gary Van Meer has been with us practically for every performance. Some people might know him from the local music scene, from the Country All-Star Wonders.
What is the through line? What's the story of this show? How do you weave it together?
The story is really, it really just depicts life in the 21st century, I think. Now we've kind of added another theme on top of that, the appreciation of the complexity of life. I mean, Jacques Brel is known for being dramatic work. Some of his work is really dark, but the appreciation of, the dark numbers and the light numbers is also kind of what we have to do with the world. We have to be able to appreciate the world around us. And I think art and love are something that we need more of.
That's the message of this show?
Yeah, just that, that we can use creativity to understand the world around us, to process our thoughts and feelings when they are challenged by the things that happen in this world. I mean, we have some pretty crazy things happening in the news every day.
Sure, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. And I'd like to bring up across the point that, many of those things we have no control over, but what we do have control over is how we react to them. And we can react with positivity and spreading as much love as possible, or we can be combatant and
Spread as
doesn't
much
really help.
asbestos as possible.
Yeah. So we try to keep on the positive side.
That's a good message. I like that.
Yeah.
Now, the name of your collective?
Artistic Pride Productions.
Artistic Pride Productions. And how long has this been around?
Artistic Pride Productions has been around for about 8 years now.
So this is definitely not your first show with Artistic Pride Productions.
Oh, no, not at all. We've had visual shows, visual arts. We've had plays. We had a band for a little while that toured. We're really just a bunch of artists trying to create opportunities for artists to do their work.
That sounds terrific.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know anything about anything like that. That's
Not at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Where can we see Jacques Brel is Alive and Well?
You can see Jacques Brel at Our Space, which is Our Space in Jersey City.
It's your space.
61 Charles. No, it's Our Space.
I'm sorry.
61 Charles. We'll be performing Saturdays and Sundays. Doors open at 7:30 on Saturdays and 5:30 on Sundays.
Hot diggity dog. Now you know where to go on Saturdays and Sundays. Anthony Wills Jr., ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, man. Thank you very much, Anthony. Next up, we got Tom Padovano. He's going to tell some jokes, recall some funny anecdotes, perhaps make some pointed observations about the human condition, which may even result in cathartic release. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, it's going to be funny. But first, this. ladies and gentlemen, Tom Padavano. Woo!
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be here. I love doing comedy, but I've had a lot of jobs and some tough bosses. Like this one boss every day'd say, "So, Tom, working hard or hardly working?" I put my arm around his neck, squeezed it, and said, "Well, boss, breathing hard or hardly breathing?" Then I had this other boss. If I made a mistake, she'd say, "Tom, look at the mistake you made." But if she made a mistake, it was, "Oh, Tom, look at the mistake we made." So I'd look at her and say, "Well, boss, look at the ugly dress we're wearing." I got fired. Now, sometimes I didn't even get the job, and it would be my fault. I went on this interview. The guy said, "Tom, this job pays $500 a week, but in 8 months, it goes to $800 a week." I said, "That's great. I'll come back in 8 months." But I don't trust bosses. I don't trust anybody. Like that guy Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy on TV. "My Pillow's the greatest pillow in the world. The greatest pillow in the world." Oh, yeah? I saw him in CVS buying sleeping pills. I don't trust him. I don't trust my relatives, though I try to treat them good. Like I said to my Uncle Bocce, "Hey, would you like to go see Shakespeare in the park? Shakespeare's still alive?" Crazy, I'm telling you. Oh, and now my Aunt Bacabella, 88 years old, just got her belly button pierced. And she put a big hoop earring over there. I said, "Aunt, why did you do that?" She said, "Well, now when I wash the dishes, that's where I put the washer-cloth." Makes sense, I guess. I don't know why she waited till 88, but okay. Now, when I was a kid, my mom and we didn't get along. Like when I was 7, I said, "Mom, am I adopted?" "I'm working on it. I'm working on it." Terrible. And then I remember, I don't know how many years ago this was now, I said to my mother, "Mommy, I wanted a toy truck for Christmas, but Santa didn't get me a toy truck, and I'm very, very upset." She goes, "Oh, shut up. You're 30 years old." That goes back a while now. Now, one thing about my parents, they didn't have much money, but every year they made sure I went to summer camp in January. Did save them money, yeah, I'll tell you. And, of course, they wanted me to go to school, but I hated school. I wasn't the class clown. I was the class idiot. Always getting left back. Do you know any other kid in 3rd grade excused for jury duty? Terrible. And open school week for me was humiliating. My teacher made my parents write on the blackboard 100 times, "We will not have any more children." And I always got picked on. Like this kid, Tony Tuffarino, this big chooch, this big Mama Luke. Every day he would say to me, "You're a girly girl, you're a girly girl." I said, "I am not. I'm a girly boy." I straightened him out. Now, my best friend in school was Sheldon Rosenberg, and he was a member of a Jewish street gang, Saul's Angels. Oh, Saul's Angels were tough. At night, they'd sneak into stores and mark down prices. Very tough. Now, one thing me and Sheldon have in common now, we have a terrible apartment. Now, I'll admit something. My apartment has a bug problem. And let me tell you something. You know you have a bug problem if you try to open the kitchen cabinet door and it's being pulled shut from the other side. Now, have you ever tried to kill, thank you, have you ever tried to kill a roach with any kind of spray you have?
Yes.
Right? Even if you don't have Raid. The other day, I sprayed this cockroach
Hairspray.
with furniture polish. Yeah, he died, but he had a great finish. I deserve it. All right, all right. I'll leave right now if you want. Yeah, but, you know, a lot of things get me nervous, you know. They really do. So what I try to do to relax, maybe I'll pray, or what I like to do is look out my window for hours and do absolutely nothing, which really upsets the drivers behind me. Hey, pull over, you jerk! Now, another thing I'll do to try to calm down, because I'm a nervous person, is I'll pace back and forth and back and forth and back and forth really fast. But that upsets the flight attendants. Get in your seat, you jerk! You know, it's a terrible thing when that happens, you know? Now, I don't like traveling so much. I hate the subways. I'm sure some of you people out there, have you taken the New York subways? Yeah, right? Oh, listen to this. The other day, this guy comes over to me and says, "Excuse me, do you know what train goes to Coney Island?" "No, I don't." "I do. Nah, 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 nah." And then runs away. I mean, it's crazy what goes on. I don't like to travel too much either now because I feel like I'm getting old. Really, I'm scared. I'm actually scared now to go into a museum. I'm scared they're going to build a glass case around me. It's terrible, you know? And I haven't been feeling well, so I went to this new doctor, Dr. Julio Alejandro Bernstein. Yeah, he is amazing. I said, "Doctor, it hurts me when I touch here. It hurts me when I touch here. It hurts me when I touch here." He goes, "Idiot, you got a broken finger." I would have never thought of that. And the doctors thought I had certain problems, you know what I mean? So he sent me to the Vincent van Gogh Mental Health Center and ear clinic. But you know, I kind of like it there. You know why? They have entertainers come in. Like once they had a hypnotist. They got 5 of us on stage. We were cackling like chickens, barking like dogs. Then he hypnotized us. It got very strange, I'm telling you, you know. But one thing is important. You have to have the right doctor. It's like my poor neighbor, Mrs. Sicarina. Yeah, she went to the doctor and he said, "Mrs. Sicarina, you only have 10 to live." She goes, "What do you mean? 10 years? 10 months?" He said, 10, 9, 8, 7. That's terrible when that happens, you know? But you know what's important, though? If you want good things to happen for you, you got to do your part, right?
Yeah.
You got to do your part.
Yeah.
It's like my Uncle Luigi. Every day, he prays the same prayer. "Oh, God, please let me win the lottery. Oh, God, please let me win the lottery." So one day, the sky gets dark, and a voice comes from the sky and says, "Do you want to win the lottery? Do me a favor. Buy a ticket." You got to be in it to win it, you know? Recently, I went to this interesting wedding. It was very different because it was half Italian and half Jewish, and everything they did was 50-50, you know? Like, they made the men wear yarmulkes, but on the yarmulkes was an ad for Vito's Pizzeria. And, you know, do you know at a Jewish ceremony, they have the groom step on a glass?
Yeah.
Well, here the groom was Italian, so he shot it. So that's different. Well, listen, I hope you people have had as much fun and pleasure as I've had tension and emotional strain. But I'll get over it. I'll go back to the doctor. Thank you. Good night for now.
Tom Padavano. I promise none of us has had as much tension and emotional strain as you.
Oh, that figures. I'm used to that.
I can relate to some of your acts, actually. I also got left back in school.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I had to repeat kindergarten.
Wow.
I failed nap time. They could not put me to sleep. That is the truth. I'm not even kidding. Tom, where are you from, man? I'm sorry. I'm going to stop. You do comedy.
No,
I'm
it's
just going to
okay.
host. Where are you from?
I live in East Elmhurst, Queens.
And where are you from originally?
Born in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, Queens. We got big shout-outs to Brooklyn and Queens. All right, all right. Now, how long you been doing? What? We are standing up.
It's the shout out.
Shout out. If you're watching at home, stand up.
House.
Yeah, go clean house. Get out of here. How long you been doing stand-up?
Well, I started performing around 1985 or so. Before that, I was just writing, and I still mainly write for other people, at least in the past.
You've been writing for longer.
Yes,
For how long?
since about actually 1979.
How'd you get into that?
Well, I took a class at the New School for Social Research in Manhattan, and
Yeah?
there was a class on comedy writing, and that's how I got started in it.
And so you've written jokes for some pretty cool people.
Rodney Dangerfield, Phyllis Diller, Joan Rivers, Jimmy Walker. Those are the people that you've heard of, at least probably.
Rip Taylor.
Rip Taylor.
They have all paid you money for your jokes.
They have paid me money.
It's
Yes.
pretty freaking cool.
Thank you.
And, you know, you haven't just pitched jokes to comedy legends.
No, I think I know where you're going.
You do.
Yes.
Why don't you tell our viewers at home who else has bought your material?
Ventriloquists.
Ventriloquists.
Yes. I've been to ventriloquist conventions. I've written a couple of joke books for ventriloquists, and it's very interesting, you know, having them come up to me. And they come up to me and talk to me through their character. Hey, you want some jokes? Can you tell me some jokes?
What's an example of a ventriloquist joke that you've done?
Well, I can't think of anything like it. It goes, dummy will say, you think I'm the dummy? Listen to you! Or something like, you know, just bang, bang, backwards kind of stuff, you know.
Sure. You got your own open mic going on, don't you?
Yeah, I'm going to have an open mic at the Douglaston Library every last Thursday of the month, except November, when it's November 15th.
What happens on November 15th?
Well, I might be going away.
Oh.
Maybe back to the Van Gogh
I was
Mental
just gonna
Institute,
say.
yes. But I'm going to try to delay that. It's from 6 till 7:30, and it's basically you have to work clean because we have kids in the crowd and all that. But we have comics. We don't have ventriloquists yet, but I'm hoping. We have a spoken word. We have musical guests, and also it runs from 6 to 7:30. It's a lot of fun.
That's terrific. And if someone wants to come and perform at your open mic, how can they get in touch with you?
They could write to me at tom@tomcomedy.com.
tom@tomcomedy.com. In case you don't want to come on this open mic, you want to go on that open mic, maybe it's closer to home, I don't know. I'm not going to take offense. Go on his open mic, I don't care.
Go on
Fine.
both. Go on
Fine.
both.
Yeah, go on both.
There you
go
go.
on both. That'd be good too. All right. I think, dude, thank you so much for coming on, man.
Thanks for inviting me.
Awesome. That's our show, everybody. Thank you to our guests, Tom Padavano and Anthony Wills Jr. Come on up here, guys. Let's all take a bow together. Yay! Yay! That was a show, and we did it. One more. Okay, he's taking a picture of us. We can see your hands. That's terrific. All right, thanks to our whole PATV crew for making all this magic happen, and special thanks to all of you out there watching us, giving this magic a place to live for an hour. I am Peter Coleman, and I guess I'll see you in a couple weeks. Just, you know, assuming we can put another show together. I think we can. I think we'll figure it out. You know people who want to come on a show?
Oh, sure. Some of them are alive.
Oh, great. You know, living comics want to come on the show, and if you want to bring the bones of, you know, Red Skelton, whatever, we'll take them. Don Rickles, is he still alive?
No,
he died. We'll bring him on too. You ever write for Don Rickles?
No.
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 No, he refused. Screw him.
No, he made fun of me.
No.
No, he didn't.
Because I would love for Don Rickles to have made
That would
fun of
be
me.
cool.
That'd be
I
the
would love
biggest
that.
honor of my life. Holy Jesus.
Yes.
All right. Can they still hear us? Are you hearing any? All right, pretend like we're having.